don't need to point at me, officer.
I'm not pointing at you, I'm pointing in the direction where it was.
I just called the chief, how's that?
Go right ahead, sir. Can I see your license? Right? Yes, sir, I do. Can I see your license, registration, insurance, please?
You can do this?
Yes, sir.
Police officers encounter all sorts of citizens at traffic stops. These stops can sometimes lead to unfortunate confrontations. While we often hear stories of cops detaining citizens for trivial infractions of the law, there are situations when the officers are on the receiving end instead. Things can escalate quickly when powerful suspects threaten cops. Like former congressional candidate Martin Hyde, who was pulled over for multiple infractions of the law in Sarasota County, Florida, on Valentine's Day. Officer Julia Beskin approaches the car and explains to Hyde why he is being pulled over. But within seconds of the interaction, Hyde tries to let her know who he is.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, sir? Officer Beskin, Sarasota Police Department. You're on audio and video recording. The reason for the stop, you were observed going 57 and a 40, and you were on your phone texting while you were doing that. That was at Euclid and Fruitville.
You don't need to point at me, officer.
I'm not pointing at you, I'm pointing in the direction where it was.
I just called the chief, how's that?
Go right ahead, sir. Can I see your license? Right? Yes, sir, I do. Can I see your license, registration, insurance, please?
You can do this?
Yes, sir.
Hyde's body language is confrontational right from the start, and in addition to asking the officer if she knows who he is, Hyde has an aggressive demeanor, even though the officer is not being necessarily rude.
I'm sorry? I still have a job to do, sir.
Yeah, what's your name?
Officer Beskin, it's going to be on the citation. Can I see your insurance, registration, and your license, please? Sir, can I have your paperwork, please? 7 years, sir. Can I see your registration, please? You're not going to give me your registration, sir.
You arrest me?
I'm asking you if you're going to produce me with your registration. You don't have it on you?
Look, go call the chief. Tell him how rude you just been to me. Play him this video.
Okay.
Then you call Marlon Brown. Then you call the mayor.
Okay.
They're not okay, though. I'm telling you what to do.
Okay, sir. Are you refusing to produce your registration?
As you can see, Officer Beskin is very professional, and Hyde, who clearly thinks he is above the law, has so far only used threats and tried to exercise his perceived power. He threatens to call the chief, tells her she is making a mistake, and that she is making career decisions.
I'm asking you if you have your registration.
You're making career decisions.
Okay,
Why
sir.
are you doing this?
Sir, because you were speeding and you were texting.
Says what? Where's your video?
All right. Hang tight.
The officer decides to end the conversation and moves towards her car to write him a citation. The congressional candidate might have been better off if he just accepted the ticket, but instead, things took another turn.
Call the supervisor. I just spoke to your boss.
Okay.
That's not okay.
You want your paperwork?
Is it your Russian immigrant status that makes you talk to people like this?
So he isn't just rude, but also shows his bigotry. He wants the supervisor, and Beskin complies.
Sir, you're going to be issued a citation.
Everything you have to say. I'll wait for the supervisor.
You can wait for the supervisor, but I'm going to go through what I need to go through.
No, I'm not interested.
All right, you are going to be issued a
There's
citation.
the registration.
Well, you've been already issued a citation for that.
For what?
For failing to produce your registration.
All
right. Sir, you're going
to...
Martin Hyde finally produces his registration, but he has already been given a ticket for that, seeing that he previously refused.
You're going to be issued a citation 57 and a 40 for speeding. Your fine is $256. Information in the back. You're going to have an option to plead guilty.
You know what he said about you? You want to hear what he said about you?
He could say all he wants about me. I got a job to do, sir.
This only irritates Hyde further, and he continues to show the officer how powerful and influential he is, all the while also threatening the officer with consequences.
You know what he said about you?
If you fail to complete...
Like this.
Okay.
And he's going to have you again.
And that's fine.
It's not fine. Why do you keep saying it's fine?
Sir?
I'm a law-abiding citizen, and you're being bloody rude to me.
If you decide to go ahead and do the course, just make sure you do a prior to submission of payment, as they do require a certificate of completion. If you sign up for it, you must complete it. Otherwise, they will go ahead and suspend your license. You are going to be issued a citation for texting and driving. Okay? You are going to be issued a citation for texting and driving. Your fine is $116. You can plead guilty or not guilty.
You're lying.
Green paper.
Green
paper tells you have 30 days to repay.
Why are you lying?
You have 30 days
Why
to
are you
reply.
lying?
Your payment options are on the green form.
Just a simple question. Why are you lying?
Phone number on the bottom in case you have any questions. When my supervisor comes, I'll wait for him with you if you like me to. Your citations are over here. You can accept them. I will wait. I will wait, but I will wait in my car. There you go.
You have the bad.
Sir, step back into your car or stand on the sidewalk so you don't get hit by a vehicle. It's for your safety. 14 radio, can I have another unit respond? Sir, stand over there. It's for my safety and for your safety. Sir? 10-4, the driver being extremely uncooperative.
Why are you doing it?
Because I have a job to do, sir. Nobody's above the law.
No one's above the law. You have to have some degree of respect for law-abiding.
That degree of respect started the moment I walked up to your car, sir.
No. You knew exactly what you were doing and you made a mistake.
If that is your feeling, you are more than welcome to fight the citations in court.
I'll fight the citation. I'll fight your employment.
Okay.
The supervisor eventually arrives, and Hyde once again lets the officers know about his connections and continues his threats.
Stay in your car.
I just wanted to know if you want me to go back to the station.
You can go to the station. Yep, go to the station. Hey, Martin. Yeah, I have to leave it on.
All right, so here's the thing. She lied about the cell phone thing.
Okay.
She lied about the, I don't know, the speed. I could care less. You can give me the ticket all day long. I could care less about that. And then I gave her the registration. And she's registration? It's in the car there somewhere. She goes off, she writes me a ticket, she brings me back a citation. I said, there it is.
Okay.
And she still gives me it.
Okay. It's just a state statute that she enforces. She's not the only traffic officer that writes.
Would you give a ticket for that?
I really don't leave the office. I understand what you're saying.
I understand you have a video on there, but the fact is, nobody in their right mind would give a ticket for that to me. Nobody.
I understand what you're saying, and you producing it, she probably should have taken that ticket away, but I'm going to find out what exactly occurred.
Because she had a bee in her bonnet because she thought she was on a big power trip. Guess what? She's been there 7 years. She ain't going to make 8.
The body cam footage soon started making the rounds on the internet. Martin Hyde came under intense criticism. Speaking of the incident, Hyde later attributed his behavior to a grumpy mood that day and apologized.
I have no right to talk to anybody like that, and I not only called the officer afterwards to apologize, I apologized to everybody that's come into contact with it. But I'll tell you why I was annoyed. I was annoyed because I spent hundreds of hours working on behalf of local law enforcement here in Sarasota, including getting officers reinstated who've been falsely charged with things. And as a consequence, for the most part, overwhelmingly, the police here treat me with some degree of respect. That doesn't mean I get off with anything. It means that they don't come straight in and tell me that I'm texting when I'm not. So yeah, I was wrong.
It was quite obvious that he tried to bully the cop and failed, but he isn't the only one who thought he was owed respect for being powerful. A similar situation transpired in Pike County, Georgia, when officers from the Molena Police Department pulled over Zebulon Police Chief Jonathan Hemphill for dark window tint and an alleged ghost tag.
Say hello, was that illegal?
No, sir. The reason why we're stopping you is because it's a window tint violation.
I blinked my blue lights at you to let you know who I was.
Yes, sir. Well, we didn't know with it, that's not a government tag.
That is a unofficial tag. Okay. That tag's not even on file.
I see. Yes. Well, we have to catch up the bill to run it and everything like that, sir.
So I won't blink my blue lights at you next time. I'll let you just sit there. I was just speaking. I'm the police chief in Zebulon.
Well, nice to meet you, sir.
Matt Polk worked for me. Your chief worked for me.
Yes, sir. There's no need to get upset.
I'm upset because I spoke to you when I come by, and now you're pulling me
Sir,
over.
I've never met you a day in my life.
I understand that.
Right.
Why are you being hostile?
Easy. I don't have to talk to you. Okay. Easy. I'm not talking to you.
Police officers are known to be respectful of fellow officers, but here Jonathan Hemphill is confrontational from the word go. He immediately tries to pull rank and even tells the female officer that he doesn't have to talk to her. And he continues to be disrespectful throughout this interaction.
Why are you being hostile right now?
Are y'all gonna write me a ticket? Are you gonna write me a ticket?
Sir, we're just trying.
I'm the police chief who's living. You wanna write me a ticket?
Why are you coming up to me like that? I'm doing my job, right?
What are you stopping for?
I'm stopping you for one. It's dark.
I have
Flashing
blue lights in my car.
Okay, you know how many officers have blue lights?
Are you writing me a ticket? Yes or no?
I'm conducting my investigation.
Are you writing me a ticket? I'm just leave.
You have a driver's license.
On my way.
I'm fixing to make it a whole lot more. Your boss works.
1111. I'm out here with Illinois.
Hemphill was letting the officers know that he wasn't just anybody, and even walked into the personal space of one of them. During this time, he is also on the phone, probably pulling connections higher up.
Yeah, that's what I was explaining.
I don't want to hear that. Okay. You let her do her job.
He is agitated and clearly thinks he is too good for this stop. And he keeps insisting that the officers ran his tag wrong.
Yeah. What?
Just about bringing your driver's license.
All right. That's fine.
Yeah. First, when we ran the tag, it came back to like a Dodge Ram, so we're just
It's not a
confirming
Dodge
it's not.
Ram.
Yes, sir.
It's a ghost tag.
Yes, sir. We're making Yes, sir. Yeah, we're just.
You must have run it wrong. You must have run it wrong because you wouldn't come back to a Dodge Ram.
We were confirmed it. They let us know everything.
So it's still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
Sir, can I ask why you're so upset?
Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
No, we got it fixed. Why are you so upset?
No, you didn't fix it. Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram right now?
No, it came back 905.
That's right, because you run it wrong.
Sir.
Somebody run it wrong. Either you did or they did.
We're about to get the information.
Okay, I got your chief on the phone right now. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Can you calm down for us, please?
I appreciate your service. I appreciate your service.
All right.
I'm just saying, I spoke to you guys. I didn't have to do that. I could have eased on by y'all. I appreciate the job y'all out here doing.
Chief,
I spoke
trying to be
y'all.
respectful with you.
I understand that. I understand.
I'm not raising my voice or nothing at you, right?
I understand.
All right, let's.
But I'm trying to tell you, the only thing I done wrong was spoke. Y'all never would have pulled me over if I hadn't flicked my blue lights.
No, sir. No, we were gonna pull you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm telling you straight up. Okay.
All right.
But like I said, there's people out here impersonating police officers with blue lights.
Or you threw my license. She threw my license. If she is getting for me.
She'll bring it to you, sir.
Okay, well that's fine.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to talk with you.
I don't want to talk anymore about it.
All righty.
The lack of respect the chief shows the officers here is alarming. Even if the tag was run wrong, the situation could have been handled very differently. Zebulon Council later ran a third-party investigation into the incident and gave Jonathan Hemphill an oral reprimand, while also asking him to attend post-training related to anger and de-escalation. It was later revealed that during the stop, Hemphill called Molena Chief Matt Polk and asked him to do something about the officers. Judge Carter Williams of West Virginia showed similar conduct when Officer Johnson of the Moorefield Police Department stopped him from using his phone while driving.
What's the problem?
How you doing, sir? The reason I'm stopping you...
Judge Williams.
Judge Williams, who immediately let the officer know he's a judge, is clearly not pleased with the stops and claims he wasn't doing anything wrong.
Why did you stop me?
You had your cell phone in your hand.
I had my phone like this.
Yeah.
I just lost it. I was just looking for it, pulled it up like this, was not on it. I just looked in the car. Go up and look.
Okay, why are you screaming at me?
He says he was just holding the phone and not using it, but there's no way for Officer Johnson to know that.
Sir,
you have your license, registration, proof of insurance? You have your license, registration, proof of insurance?
I wasn't doing anything wrong.
You have your license, registration, proof of insurance?
I'm not going to give you my license registration.
You was doing something wrong. You cannot have a handheld...
I had my phone just like this. I was not on my phone.
In what state of West Virginia, you cannot have a handheld cell phone?
He asks for the judge's license and registration, but this is going to be a difficult traffic stop.
And you all aren't ever on yours, right? You're never on yours. I drive by a lot of times and y'all are on yours. You're never on yours, right?
Okay, I don't understand why you're yelling at me.
You're never on yours.
Why are you yelling at me, sir?
I said you're never on yours.
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yelling at you.
Yes, you have been. I've never raised my voice at you.
Let me tell you something. You all are on yours. I was not talking.
If you read the code says that if we're conducting official business, you can be on it. I just don't know why you're yelling at me.
No, not on official business.
Okay.
Here.
Thank you, sir.
The more the judge speaks, the more agitated he gets. And while he eventually gives Officer Johnson his license and registration, his mood is not improving at all.
Why are you so uptight? Huh?
Go and give me a ticket.
What's going on?
Give me a ticket.
Why are you so shaky? What's going on?
I'm irritated because you pulled me over for no reason.
You had your cell phone in your hand.
I picked up my cell phone because I had it lost.
Okay.
I pulled it up here and I had my hand on it here.
Okay.
To put it in here.
You
That's
know the
what
law,
you saw.
though. You know the law.
So what? What if I have a cup in my hand?
You can't have a cell phone in the state of West Virginia in your hand.
Give me a ticket.
I don't.
Write me a ticket.
I just don't understand why you're.
Go give me a ticket. Write me a ticket. And I'll take it up to the town office and I'll go to trial. Give me a ticket. Go ahead. It's ridiculous what you're doing.
How is it ridiculous?
It's ridiculous.
That you had your cell phone in your hand.
Because you all have yours. I've seen it many times. Y'all have yours and you don't get pulled over. And don't tell me it's on official business. I hear your cases every day in court.
Okay, what's that mean?
Give me a ticket. Give me a ticket. Give me a ticket. I'm really irritated about this whole... Go ahead and give me a ticket.
But why are you being like this to me? I've never done nothing to you in my whole life.
You just pulled me over for no reason.
Because you had your cell phone in your hand.
Pulled me over for no reason.
You had your cell phone. Okay.
Williams keeps asking the officer to give him a ticket in an irritated manner. He has communicated his position to Johnson and is continuing to be confrontational. What's not caught on the body cam is that when the officer went to his vehicle, Williams called Moorefield Police Lieutenant Melody Burrows. He allegedly told her, "Your boy pulled me over for being on my cell phone and I wasn't on my cell phone." Officer Johnson, meanwhile, found that the judge's license had expired 3 months prior. He should be writing a ticket right about now, but Lieutenant Burrows intervenes. She tells Johnson to not write Williams a ticket.
Lieutenant Mel.
Who and what does that come back to?
Hold on. Hello? Yes. No, I haven't even wrote it yet. I'm probably not going to write it. Oh my God. Okay, well, he's literally just screaming at me and everything else for no reason. I've tried. He's just screaming at me. And then he said that he reviews he looks at our cases every day and we do wrong, blah 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 blah.
Hello. Yeah. You can write me a ticket or not, I don't care. I'll take it up to town. We'll go to a trial, buddy. That's fine with me. And I tell you what, the next time I see any of you on the phone, I'm stopping right there and call the state police. Any of them.
Okay.
This is how I had my phone. I reached down and got it under my seat. I pulled it up here and I was driving like this. I was not talking on it. You can look. You can look when you pulled me over. See whether I was on my phone.
Why are you being like this?
I'm being it because I've seen this crap enough. And I'm tired of it.
Here you go. Here's your license, registration, proof of insurance.
Give it to me. Let me have my license now.
Also, you need to go get your license up to date because they're expired, okay?
Next time I...
From the outset, the judge acts in a manner unbecoming a judicial officer. He grabbed his license, registration, and insurance out of Johnson's hand and left without waiting for the officer to release him. However, this was not the end of it. Later that evening, Williams called Burrows again, saying he was sick and tired of Moorefield PD running around like a bunch of thugs, harassing innocent, hard-working people. He also questioned whether Officer Johnson should even have a job, referring to a May 2020 felony charge of wanton endangerment that was later dismissed without prejudice. Williams also called Moorefield Police Chief Stephen Riggleman on his cell phone and told him he was tired of being disrespected. Also that evening, Williams called former Moorefield Police Chief Steve Reckart. Still not content, Williams visited Moorefield Mayor Carol Zuber's home at around 10 p.m., wanting to file a complaint against Johnson. As the body cam footage came out, Chief Riggleman prepared a ticket charging Williams with improper use of a cell phone and driving without a valid license. In a plea deal, the cell phone charge was dismissed without prejudice, and Williams was ordered to pay $30 and court costs. However, a separate inquiry on charges of judicial misconduct was launched against Judge Williams. He took the stand in his own ethics hearing today and emphasized that he had apologized to Officer Johnson. However, the state Supreme Court has now suspended Williams without pay for 6 months for using his position as a judge and berating a police officer. The court also fined Williams $5,000 and ordered him to pay $11,000 in costs concerning his case. What do you think about these cases? Should those in power be held to a higher standard of accountability? Let us know in the comments below. And watch this video next for another shocking account from the world of law enforcement.